People are talking about Jimin and Song Da Eun seen walking a dog. We have action taken over Jin and potentially him getting in trouble, and then we have some clips trending of a relationship coming out, and people are excited about that. So hey Dumplings, it's Dave Disci. Let's get into it. If you're not aware, the Are You Sure reality show with Jimin and JK is coming out very soon in just about 2 weeks. The show, if you have not been caught up already, it's just a travel style show, and it shows them traveling together, having fun, and almost like going on vacation. I mean, essentially the boys have admitted if it wasn't for these shows, they probably would never go see the world or have fun. So this is an excuse for them to have fun. So of course, it's an honor to watch and be a part of that. This will be aired on Disney Plus, and people have been very excited about it. Now, this time around, they've obviously seen how popular the show can be and is, and they're going to be doing some promotion for it. I don't know if they have anything else planned promotion-wise, but they have one thing that people are very excited about. There is a radio show called All Night Nippon on the radio network NBS, and it is believed to air from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. in Japanese time. So this is obviously a Japanese show. The show is extremely casual. It's fun. It's a mix of music talk. It's a mix of just casual talks. It's a mix of answering emails. It's not by any means a very formal structured show, I don't think. I think they have things that they want to do, but it's not like a show where there's anything really happening, like a story or like a really rigid structure, like a top 10 countdown. I assume this is ideally just for the people who can't sleep at night, just want to tune into something. And likely, I think if you're not in Japan, maybe you wouldn't be able to listen to this. I don't know, but I could be wrong. The show, of course, invites both of the members and is going to be released ahead of the Are You Sure next season. Of course, given the timing of it and given who is going to be in it, we obviously can say that this huge new promotion style is something that they're trying to figure out. This is very smart in my opinion, and very much aligns with the audience that they might be trying to reach. The show definitely would either reach people who have nothing to do, such as maybe a younger demographic who might have more time to stream, someone who might be on summer break or winter break, someone who may be older who also has more time, and it's hitting the people maybe who can't sleep at night and just want something to watch, something relaxing, right? Or people who stream, but maybe stream a bit slower after work and can only afford to watch like one episode at a time. The leisure watchers, the people who don't like drama, maybe. So maybe they would be going after like a Game of Thrones audience who wants like that constant stimulation, but just like people who want to relax. And of course, a travel show is going to be that. And of course, the demographic for the radio show is the same demographic, I assume. And it doesn't mean that any other demographic can't enjoy these shows, but of course, when you create a show, you're marketing to a specific person, and when you think of that specific main demographic, you're trying to market to them, and anyone else that comes out and watches afterwards, such as people in the Game of Thrones community, are going to be people that you don't expect to watch it. But if they're coming in and watching it, that's a plus on top of anything else, right? But the company's not going to try to market towards those people. Those are just going to be serendipitous things that happen, the cherry on top, if you will. This is very exciting, and of course, hopefully if this show does well, we can expect multiple series and it can become a regular thing. So you go ahead and make sure you stream it, make sure you enjoy the show, so the ratings go up and the show continues. Maybe we can get 10 seasons of this, that would be great. But it's not all fine and dandy because one of the members right now might be in a little bit of trouble, although I think they're currently okay. A little while ago, Jin was seen modeling for a seltzer alcohol type of drink, and I don't think most people were very happy about this, nor do I think that much promotion went into it. It wasn't like a huge story that came out, but after this controversy or alleged controversy, it's even gotten a little bit bigger. First of all, I don't think it's such a big deal for a K-pop star to market an alcohol drink because people definitely drink alcohol in Korea. And not even just drink, it's a huge, big part of the culture. It's just that people see alcohol as a vice and they don't want their K-pop idols to be marketing or promoting something like that because then I guess it leaves room for people to call their favorite idol an alcoholic. But occasional drinking, and even if they just had one drink a day or one can a day, does not make them an alcoholic because a seltzer is not that high in alcohol, nor is having a drink a night considered alcoholism, I don't think. And just because he models for it doesn't mean that he drinks a lot of it or even potentially drinks much of it at all. And just because you promote something or you sell something, for example, let's say a supermarket might sell something, but let's say it's something that the owner doesn't like. They still have to sell it because it serves the community, and that's the point of a business. So Jin might want to market towards the seltzer drinking community, and he has a right to do that, right? He doesn't necessarily have to be someone who does that himself or is in love with that himself. But it goes a little bit deeper than that, as apparently it had just been uncovered that Jin has not only modeled for it, but is also an investor of the brand. This became even more controversial as a lot of people were upset, as it seemed as if the website had misled viewers into understanding fully where the ingredients of each seltzer flavor was coming from. There was a controversy surrounding if particular flavors were local or if they were from other places, and it was believed that the website listed that some of their ingredients were distributed locally when they were allegedly from the US or Chile. This is a huge issue, as there are specific laws in place in Korea specifically that prevent you from misleading consumers about where ingredients are coming from. And of course, things like allergies and stuff like that are a huge reason as to why something like this could be dangerous. Potentially, I could eat something, the same thing in the US versus somewhere else, and get a very different bodily reaction to that thing. And it could be for various different scientific reasons that I don't understand. So definitely the location of the food can determine whether or not I'm or anyone can be allergic to it. However, after an investigation and everything was looked into, it turned out the official packaging of the drink specified that it was not locally sourced and that it was coming from exactly where it was actually coming from. And allegedly it was only an error that was made on the website. So this is less of a misleading thing and less of an on-purpose thing. So this is definitely not them trying to trick people, but seemingly just a mistake that was made. And website errors happen all the time. I used to work in a retail camera store. I think I've mentioned this many times before. And of course, they have a web team that puts all of the information of each camera on the website, so the specs, the detailing, and all that stuff. Sometimes there are errors with what gets listed. Of course, that's just what happens with humans doing things, right? And sometimes the CEO or those people in charge don't catch it. They just assume or hope that everyone is giving the right information. You also have to understand, like, for example, a camera store where there are so many SKUs and so many different items that need description, there's no way for a CEO or a manager or whoever is in charge to be able to fact check all of those things, because sometimes the manager's job isn't to know all of those details, but more so just to make sure that people are doing their job. And I'm not sitting here saying that that's 100% what happened here, but obviously a mistake is what happened here. But I am saying that mistakes like this can happen because the system surrounding the general job of product descriptions and web whatever is flawed, right? And there's less of a chance of someone being able to fact check those things, because if someone can sit there and fact check all of that information because they know it, then why aren't they the one that's writing the product description? And of course, it's going to be difficult for Jin to sit there and read every little minute detail. So they, of course, seemingly had fixed the situation now, and it seems as if there's no drama now, but the situation definitely could have gotten a lot bigger. Thankfully, it was listed on the can, which shows to a court or anyone that their intention was never to mislead anyone, and that it was a mistake. People were also very surprised recently when there was a Chinese stalker that apparently threatened or mentioned that they were going to be leaking information or videos surrounding Jimin and Song Da Eun being on a date together walking her dog. Released videos that seemingly showed Jimin interacting with Song's dog and showed videos of the dog walking around, and then also showed the dog being in pictures that Song had posted on her IG prior to this to prove to everyone that that was indeed her dog. And a lot of people are definitely wondering if these rumors are true and if they did in fact have a relationship and if they had done cute things like this before, and people are upset if they had. Some people have very quickly come out to debunk all of this by quickly saying that the images we see of the alleged Jimin is not him. People have referenced things like not even seeing the tattoo there on the back of his ear, or even that the dog looks AI generated. And I think this argument is just all in all extremely weak, because we don't even know if this video was taken prior to Jimin getting an ear tattoo, nor do we know if the video is flipped or not, and we're just seeing the other ear, which could be the one that he doesn't have a tattoo on. The argument of the dog being AI generated because their legs don't line up or that their legs disappeared and that stuff, I don't really see any of that. That also could just be camera glitching, and also is very weak, and only makes people who believe the video to be real to believe in it more. It leaves so many gaps that people who believe in it are just going to read it and say, well, yeah, well, that's this and this and this. This bothers me not because I believe the two are dating, but because these are the responses that go viral when it has so many holes in it. If the two are seen walking a dog together, let's say for devil's advocate, this is a real video. Oh, I saw them walking their dog together. I didn't see them make out. I didn't see them kissing. I didn't see a wedding ring on each of their hands. What are you talking about? Like, the only way these K-pop fans feel like their argument makes any sense is if they can disprove that the two people don't even know each other. Do you think at this current point in time, Jimin and Song don't know each other? Both of them have gotten so many death threats from within the community. Those who initially shipped Jimin with JK are now sending death threats to Jimin and asking him why he's being so selfish and dating Song and not JK. Those that are obsessed with Jimin are now sending Song death threats and flooding her live stream with those things. So both of them definitely know each other at this point, but are they dating? We still have no proof, no solid evidence. All of this is just speculation. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you check out Patreon. I'll leave a link at the top of the description. Thank you so much for this lovely comment right here. Love you. Bye.